10 years. 10 years we have had DayZ. I don't think many people put much thought into how much of an impact DayZ has had on the gaming industry as a whole. You see, if it wasn't for DayZ, we probably never would have had PUBG, and if we never had PUBG, we probably would never have had Fortnite Battle Royale. If we never had Fortnite Battle Royale, we probably never would have had Warzone, and if it wasn't for DayZ, we probably wouldn't have Escape from Tarkov. You get my drift. The fact is that DayZ has had a massive impact on the gaming industry, whether directly or indirectly. But DayZ's development cycle has been anything but smooth. Ever since it released, it has been plagued with bugs, issues, and a content problem. But DayZ on PC has been experiencing what I call the King Midas effect. And if you don't know who King Midas is, he is the protagonist in a tale in Greek mythology where he wanted everything he touched to turn to gold. And that wish came true, but whilst he was having great fun touching random bits and pieces and them turning to gold, so he was super rich, he didn't take into consideration what everything he touches turns to gold actually means. When he wanted to eat, he would pick up an apple and it would turn to gold. He wanted to touch his wife, she turned to gold, and then he just died of starvation. For DayZ, the thing that was meant to help boost content in the game is the thing that is damaging DayZ the most, and that is modding. And whilst mods aren't inherently a problem, it's only really the type of mods that are really popular on DayZ servers right now, and there's only really 3, but they are the most common mods to have, and they are traders, safe zones, and nullified base damage. They nullify and undermine the core concepts behind DayZ, which is survival, decision, action, and consequence. But ever since DayZ came to console, I have believed wholeheartedly that console is the place to be if you want to experience DayZ in its most raw and singular form. And whilst many people believe that console DayZ is massively impacted by the controller, the fact is in a lot of servers you can use a mouse and keyboard, and there's loads of quality of life features in the console version of the game which I prefer over the PC. The main one being the inventory management system. You see on the PC you've got this Tetris game that you have to play where you've got a box and it's got all these slots and you have to move stuff around, rotate it and everything, and it gets a bit boring, whereas on console you just have the slot count for a particular piece of clothing, and as long as you've got enough slots to fit the item that you want to take, it will fit. Quickens up the looting process massively. But I've realized there's a new definitive way of experiencing DayZ, specifically on the PS5. And whilst you probably already figured it out by the title of this video, it's using the PSVR 2. You see, the PSVR 2 effectively gives you a 4K 120Hz monitor strapped to your face, which can be the size of a cinema screen with basically no latency. And all you need to do is just plug in a USB-C. So, let's give it a go. Now, I'm what some people would refer to as being follically challenged, so I wear a hat because otherwise I get ingrown hairs on my head. We're just going to get the PSVR 2 lined up and clear. There we go. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so in one of my favorite servers on PS5, Blackout X57, I believe that means 57 times the amount of loot. It's great if you want to just get into some quick action very quickly. Now, in an ideal situation, I would have just joined a new server. I don't know, I just feel like I would like to just continue with my current character's journey because I can. But yeah, one of the great things about the PSVR 2 using it in this kind of use case scenario is it totally immerses you in the game. There's nothing else around me. I can't see anything else, can't see my hands, can't look to the right and see my door. I'm totally immersed in the game, and although the game's not in 3D like what you would maybe want it to be, it's a lot more immersive of an experience. And plus, with the HDR OLED displays present in the PSVR 2, everything's just super sharp, super clear. Nothing in here interesting. See if there's anything of value in this castle unless it's been locked off. Yeah, these particular structures offer just great overall protection at very small investment of materials. I think this one's actually been raided lately. See if there's anything left. There we go. Nothing in here, unfortunately. Just a backpack. Nothing in it. Ah, that's a shame. Maybe in here. No. Okay. But yeah, these bases can be raided because, you know, ultimately there's no divine intervention preventing them from being raided. This was obviously a big base in its time. Big shots. Relatively close, I think. I have no idea what that gun was. Suppressed, maybe? I feel like I'm going to need to run across this very open field. Maybe that's where the gunshots have been coming from. Who knows? If we're lucky, the fighting is occurring in that town there, rather than the one that I'm running to right now. If I can achieve what I want to, I can go to this town, get some type of weapon, and then I will feel a little safer. Because right now I feel very naked. So a weird thing about DayZ is when you don't have a gun, like a powerful gun, Mosin, Tundra, you know, quite mid-level guns or even questionably early game guns, you feel very alone. Star Sabor. Properly just like looking around, seeing if there's anyone about. If anyone's anywhere, they'll be here. So obviously I run towards the danger with great gusto. No, I don't believe you can stealth kill military zombies. Right, let's go. We've got a gun. Alright, so they are very close. See them running? We're going to leave them be because I don't think they are part of this fight. I think they're just trying to get Northwest Airfield. They'll probably kill me in the end, but that's just the nature of the beasts. You kill some, you don't. That's the beauty of DayZ. You never know when someone's watching you. He could have spotted me whilst I was crossing that road and may be on my tail now. I just don't know. Looks like they're duking out in Northwest Airfield, of all places. Of all the things I don't want to be doing at this very moment in time, running around the Northwest Airfield with a red t-shirt, one of those things I really don't want to be doing. Here I am doing exactly that. Let's resolve that issue once and for all. Little more camo. Not nearly enough, mind, but... So we're going to spend as little time there as we can because we're not really finding anything of value. And really all the action seems to be happening down here. Which, if I remember correctly, there was a big player-made base down here. It's almost just perpetually under attack. Mark 18. Not exactly the best pistol in the game, but good for zombie culling purposes. Although if you get a lucky headshot, you can knock a player out. Item of clothing of some sort. Let's go check that out. Some darker trousers, I'd be very happy. And it is nice. There we go. It's weird, I don't know if any of you guys experience this. The moment that I'm like darker, like my character is wearing less just like bright clothing, I immediately feel safer. Darker clothing and a rifle and I am immediately in a better state of mind. It's weird. Interesting. That's good because I actually have a second mag for that, which I don't have for the weapon I am currently holding. Seems really dumb, but basically what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be running to the top side of Northwest Airfield, where there's a couple of barracks areas and stuff like that, and then I'll just basically just be sitting and waiting to see if anyone comes to. Once we get into these trees, I'm just going to open up the inventory and put that on number 3. Cock it and reload it. Now I have a fully packed mag. I can take this. I can reload this one up as well. Put that away. Immediately feel better. Probably eat. Get ourselves nice and full. Big shots. It's a very big weapon of some sort. It might be in the barrack side of Northwest Airfield. It's probably where that's taking place. It's a very common place for gunfights to happen because there's a lot of good loot that you can pick up there. To be fair, Northwest Airfield is just a hot spot for activity across the board. Always has been, always will be. And I want to get in on that action. Sometimes I question my own sanity. It's just you hear the gunshots and you're immediately drawn to them. I don't know if that's a common thing, but I immediately find when I hear guns going off, when I hear big shots just ringing out, I immediately think to myself, one place shot and that could all be mine. Good chest shot, knock them out, or a well-placed headshot and all your gear does belong to us, you know. Obviously in Northwest Airfield, it's not just the players you have to worry about. The zombies are no joke either. Already hear some around me. There we go. And I've misplaced my hatchet on my quick bar. And in a way, I'm going to need to lose this vest and take the plate carrier that's on the zombie. take this guy out as well. But yeah, coming here, I've immediately leveled up in terms of gear, but I'm not out of the woods yet. There is obviously very, very angry players. Thinking about it, I should have really taken that M4. Can we see anybody? As it stands, no. There is a base. I just saw a player running to it. So I think we have found what we are hunting. There we go, yeah. That's all it's about. That one base. All of those windows, so they've obviously got a base in there.
Infinity. On a distant planet, our galaxy. Android. Evolution.
So someone obviously had a bead on us. There, see? Now we pretty much made our intentions known to everybody in this gunfight. We are fighting almost on the side of the people protecting the base right now. There's the guy we killed. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run big loop around. See if see if we can't get around this particular fight, maybe take a couple more out. Just reload quickly. Make our way to this tree line. That guy is very low on health. Yet somehow alive. But like I said, you may as well put it in the head or you may as well be dead, so if you fail to get that singular headshot. There's someone I saw in that house. Yeah, there is, of course there is. There we go. Are we going to live? I don't think so. And just like that, this run is over. What can I say? And that's what I love about this game is that, especially on console, you can have really, really intense games, really intense firefights, which, you know, ultimately end up like this. And I didn't play that particularly well. I made some pretty fundamental errors. I did kill one guy. I should have had another, but ultimately I failed to really take home the bread. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and until next time, ciao.